My name is Rodrigo Quisada, and today I'm going to talk about my professional practice as now consulting. Introduction: Activities of the development area. First, the creation of applications and solutions and maintenance of the portal, all of this for the clients, through the incorporation of new technologies and tools that arise from consultancies. Activities carried out during the internship, mainly related to Python programming using both Spider software and the Google Colab environment. In addition, they involve listening to correct recordings contained on the portal for further processing. Finally, research was conducted on audio models to study their accuracy, precision, and performance in detail. Instead of the task carried out, listening to part of the correct recordings provided by the company CrossNet, a total of 144 were used, which were then downloaded and stored in three different folders. Change of the format to the Opus recordings to WAV. The Python libraries Librosa and FFmpeg were used, with which each file was extracted from its source folder as shown in the image code. Thus, they were inserted into a new folder and the final conversion was generated through a new site. Research about audio models. A study was carried out on those that, more than having the possibility of being applied to sound, are actively used for its processing. The focus was on studying their accuracy, precision, and performance, and then compare this with the state of the art. Most complex activities, or I say, extraction of fragments lasting 5 seconds, and labeling them by correctly determining the emotion. Characteristics: creation of a Python program outside the Colab environment, since once the WAV files were obtained, it was no longer required. Analysis of each file using list of start and end times to clarify the 5-second difference. Factors for the solution. As a first approach, identifying suffixes for each kind of emotion by the letters H, P, and T. On the other hand, proper use of the datetime and soundfile models from Python, plus orderly processing like the ones seen in the attached image, and more. Interactions generated and errors made. The area partner provided the program that appears below, which helped correct errors in choosing the start time of the fragments and in labeling in some cases due to sound disorder between files. Due to the errors made, the activity lasted approximately 1 more week, although this factor did not take away time for the others. Finally, the last part of the name of each file was added after its arrival in the destination folder for simplicity in the process, since finding an algorithm to process all the recordings at once would have generated major setbacks. Conclusion: the science of hardware was understood. It is not always possible to work in the office. Sometimes it is needed to stay in the house. Meaning of teamwork at business level. It was discovered what it means and implies to be in a work team that is inserted in a common project and working together with others. It is necessary to know how to keep with with the goals that one's shortcomings do not affect the progress of the others. And finally, I mentioned that the objectives were partially met since several problems arose due to lack of attention and poor understanding of the concepts, which led to difficulties related to presenting the progress in the estimated time. Despite this fact, the essentials were reasonably understood and all activities were duly completed. Next, some tests of what was obtained and samples of the results. So for first, here is the CrossNet portal. You can see the date, time, and duration of the recordings, the interval of dates used, and the answer of the question. In that case, from 1 to 7 if possible, and if it's possible, in this case, only 1 to 1, and the filter to obtain them after 5 minutes. Now, the file to generate the label process. These are the results for the conversion from Opus to Web. Here is the list of files, then the list of the start time and end times to extract the fragments. Then the files are processed to obtain finally the labeled fragments with the lab suffix and number of the file. Finally, this is the Python program to solve all the previous problems using the class, start second, and name of the file. All of this inside this folder and the previous 4 folders. So if I execute this program, this is the result. In this folder, we have one more file with this name, we must replace all of these numbers with underscore plus the number of the file. Thank you.